This is a place where Emily was born, out of that little room right under there. We would go to the beach and she'd jump on her boogie board and we'd all hang out.
The thing about Emmy is it's in her blood.
She's got a real ability to find the peaks of waves.
And she rides single fins still, which almost no young people are really doing anymore, especially in big waves.
She had to kind of help raise the kids, her two sisters, because I was not around.
I know that it was traumatic, and I see the effect on him now. I feel like a lot of people who really gravitate towards the ocean, like they really get some kind of healing from it.
Everybody say surfing on Kamchatka, you're crazy.
I think it's any surfer's dream to score untouched, undiscovered waves.
So much potential and nobody explores the coastline.
It just looks insane, dude.
So hard and freezing, maybe minus 25.
Forecast is changing every second, but it's like 10 to 15 foot swell.
That says it's 6 meters. Offshore swell, we got a helicopter on call. Immigration guys took our passports.
What's the saying? It's not an adventure unless something goes wrong. We're in the midst of that. We're deep in it now.
That's like 1.5 meters of snow.
Getting all nervous about the weather.
Losing ways to communicate with people back home.
Credit cards don't work anymore. Any swell that hits this coastline while we're here, we need to go back to that wave.
Everybody in the wave. Cross finger, it's the last chance, bro.
I did not think that I'd ever be the first one to surf a wave that no one's ever surfed before.
We just heard these waves in Mozambique, so we went for a look.
Just coming down and listening to the surf at night while you're in the caravan and going over the sand dune and then just seeing, first thing you looked at was to see if there's any surf was up.
Some friends of mine that said, you want to come down to Torquay, that's where the action is. Isn't this marvellous, the freedom and what you can do? And
we were at the mercy of what the ocean showed us every morning.
The feature of the town really was the Torquay Surf Ice Saving Club.
There was just this era of just every day was different, every day was new.
Some of the most creative people and most influential people in surfboards and surfing have come from here.
The Olympic Games are coming to Melbourne. Why don't we have a surf carnival, Australian titles?
We had 70,000 people turn up.
And the first Malibu boards were used in Australia.
About 1968, Doug Warbrick, Brian Singer and Terry Wall decided to open up a bit of a surf shop. They were able to sell wetsuits.
And there'd be these crazy wild parties of mixes of chillums and LSD and just, it was just a very, very wild time.
Now, of course, on the rich list, 240 million each. And
watching Rip Curl start, watching Quicksilver start.
They just wanted to work where they could surf.
You know, who discovered Bells? It was there all the time, no one discovered it.
It's the longest running surfing contest in the world.
My message is that I won it.
At that time, Torquay, Southern man, you know, like, how big do you want to go? As big as it gets. How mad do you want to go? As mad as it gets.
If you're in a surfing town, you're involved with the world. Create a town with a far wider perspective than what a different place would be.
You'd never imagine it would have gone the way it went.